Hello, everybody. Welcome back, and welcome to all of you here. And very interesting times we are living in, right? Um, it's interesting because I was all day. I was with very dear friends to me, and we went all the way down into this beautiful place. I made a post on a Facebook. You can go ahead and see some of those pictures, but going back into the beginning of life, when the people begin to emerge out of the caves and they begin to build houses. You can see a very old, prehistoric tools, beds, how the people houses was looking back in the days. In there, it's incredible for it. But we're talking about today's energies is about the purge and how come the divine is gonna comes in and fights the battles for you. Um, as the moon is going through Scorpio, and we're talking about those the energies, the way the energies is are. Some of the people, some of the things even I'm talking about, even myself, talking about the ego death and so on and so on. The ego doesn't really die in there, but you basically purging what informations you don't need to use anymore in your life. That's what the purge is. You learn things in there. You inherit things in there. I spoke about this a twin flame. I made a videos about it, about this purging. Okay, and that purge energies for it, the way there are um, those energies they're gonna comes in, and at the end of the day at 11 p.m. those energies gonna comes in and help you, and that's how you're gonna find out how come the divine energies sometimes they fighting battles for you. Where does that come from? If you see on your screen, the planets are moving in. The ancients, they actually saw that your destiny is written in the stars, and the way the stars are, they're doing something to you. But when they're getting into a tough positions, tough times on it, where did the people look to it? They look up to the stars and they pray on it. And as that this energy, so that it's gonna be coming in today for you, hopefully some of you is going to be understanding this, because we are going to have a lot of divine energies that it's coming from Virgo, and the moon as transitioning through Scorpio, but they're going to be pointing out what they're going to point out things that are in Aries. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go into to the energies the way they are, and right about now you're gonna be able to see the chart up here. If you guys have so many questions, by the way, you can ask. Here is what happens at 7 o'clock in the morning. The midheaven, it's 1 degree 37 minutes. With Pluto, it's 2 degrees 10 minutes. And big time changes, transformations, what did you did, what did you not did, can be triggered within you. Also, that energy there, it is squaring Venus and it's squaring the Sun. And as that the Venus is gonna be moving more from Aries towards Taurus, we're talking about that some of the things that you want to do it for yourself, to gain more, to show up more, to have more, to say, look at me, I have this lavish lifestyles and so on and so on. Some of you chasing that. It's not bad. I didn't say it's bad. Some of you have to chase that to understand whether they have it. It's not what they should have go after it. But those are lessons. Those are the things that needs to be. And this is gonna be a one of the purge energy that it's gonna be coming in within. We're talking about this purged energy is gonna comes in directly. I'm talking about from the mean Lilith towards Venus. is going to be too strong. At the same time, Lilith is going to be opposing Mars. It's like, hey, just because the things are bad, I don't need to be acting like this, but I need the understanding how to shift. So there's going to be this feminine, masculine energies that are going to be fighting from within you for it. You may find yourself like overwhelmed under a lot of pressures, but with that being talking about, those pressures, they're also going to be added from that the moon, it is beginning to oppose Jupiter and Uranus. We're talking about like this desires of the things that you thought and your intuition works to fix things in there. You want your things to manifest, but your things will not manifest in there. The things have to have a purpose to exist, to manifest. Because you can manifest, you can receive things, but later on they lose their value because there is no purpose for it. It's basically you have so many things. Let's say you have a 300 cars and you're basically using 3. And the rest of them, they're just collecting dust. But you show up to everyone, yeah, I got 300 cars. Okay, now if the people who have special things about collecting cars and that is the purpose and so on and so on, it's a whole different story. I'm talking about you have it just because you have it, just to show off instead of show up. And this is going to be a one of the purge that's going to comes in. The moon is going to be in the morning at 7 o'clock. It's going to be showing you the things that needs to be healed in the shadow. I spoke about this process and I'm so very grateful for people. I got a great messages today, great confirmations today. The people who went out into the wounds and from the wounds they found the answers. And then when you find the answers, what's the reason for those wounds are, guess what? You remove this process of thinking within yourself, and then you're free. You're not repeating the same thing. And that is what's going to happening today, talking about the purge. And as the purge is going on, here it's the energies at 8 o'clock. Midheaven is at the mid of Aquarius there. Those new energies, they want their manifestations. They want you to be happy, want to embrace this love. I was talking about to a couple today. And one of the things, the questions that comes out was like, Dio, how come I just rediscovering this person after we've been together for 8 years, but we know each other from since first grade. And here what happened is as you evolve and as the couple evolve at the same time in there, you receive a new identity. And that new identity, together when the couple coming together, that new identity have to remove all the not needed anymore stuff. Then the new things built together with the with your partner, then that new identity of you rising up falls in love with the new identity of the partner. And that's how you rediscovering the person, their new identity, the shape that they did, and you falling more in love with the same person in different ways. And that's how the evolutions, when you know from within, that's how it happens. You're falling in love with the same person in a different ways every single new day. And this is what this energy of Aquarius wants. That's what this is. And connecting with Venus, that inner work is going to tell you, and this is why you're doing this transformations process from the previous hour. All right, talking about 9 o'clock energies. Right here, the ascendant, it's going to be at Cancer, talking about family, authority. You're looking at that inner work of deep within the subconscious in there. You look at it, those buried emotions that never come out. And I understand these buried emotions, they were the reasons for something. But at the same time, you can look at it so deep and you get an emotions that actually comes in and they make you this new identity, this new personality within yourself, this new healed, evolved human soul. Okay, this soul that have a human experience, and now you're understanding purpose, value at the current present moment of time. And what is the value? The value, it's coming where? The first time you see a values of things when you're 2 years old. When you want your toys, they're your own toys, and so on and so on. But you value the things in the material world, right? What it's for you in the material world. And now the sun is there in Taurus, but same thing. We have Uranus and Jupiter. They still together at 22nd degree in there. And those values, as you see it, they're helping you so much. Now you understand the values that are coming from the soul and that manifestations within the world, you to understand your purpose to bring the heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. This is why when you fall in love, you want that love to have fluctuations. And that's how it's manifestations. All right, of course, there's going to be some challenges, family situations, family energies maybe is going to be standing on your way. But here, the flow of energy as the midheaven goes into the mid of Pisces, I'm talking about right in here. Okay, you see this synchronizations energies with both Liliths. Of course, there is oppositions is in here, but we're talking about those emotions, those deep buried emotions are never expressed. They are your blockage of that growth. And now you look at it to expressing them, and you look at it, they are divine purpose. Because their divine purpose is about what? Healing so you can love better. But you have to love better what? Yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself, you are not capable of loving others. You seeing it, this, you understanding this, and you have this very great yacht that it's made from Lilith and the moon towards Venus. This is the gift that you see this lower energies that it comes in for a greater purpose. This is what we talked about yesterday, to take these energies. And now you're going to be able to take these energies and purge them out with love, to tell them bye-bye. I don't need you anymore, because I understand that standing there of these energies within me, it's sabotaging myself and my relationships in there. And that is what you're finding, and you purge it, because it doesn't have purpose. So it doesn't have a purpose. It loses its own value. Okay. So with that being said, as the day goes by, and we are moving forward, the ascendant still is going to be at Cancer. The midheaven is moving into Aries. Very great energies that it's going to be coming in with the ascendant. The ascendant still very beautiful energies with the moon. This divine purpose, it's continued to work on itself. Okay, but the moon is more focusing right now within Chiron to heal yourself in the name of what? In the name of love. Your love, the love that you are as you are. Not the love that someone sees you, not the love that someone's debating it to you, not the love that you thought that was the love from your parents, which is buying you toys or put you in the front of the TV and so on and so on. We're talking about real love, paying attentions, communications, great taking care of skills, explained, so on and so on. And that is going to come in. For some of you, that is going to be an issue that you need to solve and resolve, because the ascendant is squaring Venus and the Sun. But some of you have to heal the wounded inner child. All right, as the day goes by, right now it's noon. You see the midheaven is together with Chiron, talking about right in here. There is two different sets of yachts. The one comes in from Lilith, Venus, and the moon. The other one, it goes from Lilith, Chiron, and the moon. and you're like putting the dots together. But those dots, they have purpose for it. Because everything begins from where? From the feminine energies. You're born within the feminine. You're understanding the feminine. If you're masculine, your purpose, it's not to become a feminine energy. Your purpose is to understand the feminine energy, to appreciate and learn how the feminine energy operates. Okay? And when you have to use that feminine energy to be with you, but you also have to work on your masculine side. Your job is to have that. Okay? To have them both. Okay? Is the same time, it is the feminine energy to stop being masculine and controlling and being this, taking the steps as the father figure, brother figure, provider figure. You're female. Because when you focus on the masculine's energies is in there, okay, you're losing the connections with your feminine side. And then when you meet a masculine person, you meet a man, you're fighting your man's energies with them. And then why do the things doesn't work? And this is one of the things that you probably gonna be purging it out. However, that is in your case. All right, but the purge has to be what? It has to be authorized because the changes needs to comes in, and it's not easy because currently the sun doesn't have a lot of aspects with anybody. It's like you are within, and some of you may gonna feel even confusion. It's like I don't understand, what did I change myself into it? What is that goes on? What I need to do? Be patient. Time will reveal to you. Right now, from you is ask only of one thing. Keep walking forward. If you need to take a break, you take a break, you sit down. If you fall down, wipe up the dust, keep walking. Okay, keep moving forward because the good times are coming. All right, of course, there's going to be some challenges because the midheaven, it's going to be opposing the moon, and it's going to be, look at it, you're going to be seeing it, why the universe doesn't give you what you want, why the universe doesn't respond to your desires, your deepest things that you want to manifest, and so on and so on. And the universe says, look your actions, look your dreams, sees what it is, your darkest purposes in there, and we'll talk. Do you really want it? Because what you want, it's missing from within you. But my job as a universe, I want to teach you how you to make this happen. But if somebody's giving you, you're not gonna appreciate it as much as you made it you. You know that personal satisfactions when you make things, you always want to keep it because guess what? You did the value. And that's what the ancients they did. They value everything that they create because it took them too long to be made. Okay? All right, talking about the midheaven, that's it's in Gemini. That is going to be a good energy towards Pluto, but it's going to be squaring the ascendant. That it's in Virgo. We're talking about dualities, and the ascendant it's opposing Saturn. Some of you opposing the things that you learned. Oh well, this is not true. Oh, that's not true. Maybe that's not it. Maybe. But the authority is going to be looking at what? The logic behind. The authority sees like if you this and this in here and this and this and it's here, that's how it goes. But your authority is out of place. And now you're like just sitting there within the duality and it's like, what should I do? Let the transformations take its place. Allow it to get to these transformations from within you. Allow these changes that it's coming towards you to come naturally on their own way. Okay, you don't have to take all this stuff so you can open up your third eye or become this supernatural energies that it's gonna comes in, you're gonna be addicted to it later on. But if that happen naturally to you as a gift, that's a whole another ball game, right? Because you're destined to have it, not because you force it to have it. So a lot of purging, and that's gonna be one of those purges, guys. Okay? Yeah, somebody's not gonna like it. Well, you don't like the truth. Nobody likes the truth, but the truth is truth, and the way it is the truth, it is the truth. And as the midheaven goes into Gemini, that energy is going to be great with the North Node, with Chiron, with Mercury in there. It's going to be great with that, but it's going to be squaring Lilith. It's going to be squaring Mars. It's going to be squaring Saturn. Time to fight. You're fighting with what? With the truth? Can't fight with the truth. You know deeply inside of you what it is. And this is why this duality in there, it's coming in within the shadow. Why you're fighting? You should not fighting. You should flow within. That's what the happening is. Doesn't matter it's a good, bad, or the ugly. If you accept the ugly, that it's this thing is ugly and so on and so on, then you guess what? You're staying away from the drama and you're attracting the good positiveness, the happiness, and love. If that is good, great. That's bad, great. You learned the bad way. It's time to turn into a good. But as long as you keeping going forward, okay, keep going forward. And talking about those energies, you saw those familiar energies from a few hours prior when the ascendant was there at Cancer. Now you have this general challenges, but you see the divine purpose of all this. As the moon is going to be continue opposing Jupiter and Uranus at the same time, in there, the divine purpose begins to shift. So there is going to be a lot of divine energies. We're talking about from Lilith towards Mercury and Chiron, but we are talking about from the ascendant, which is right now, it's at Libra. There's got to be divine energies towards the authority. You're seeking the divine to have a balance. You're going to be seeking up to the sky. You're going to be looking at the stars, right? So you asking for the divine guidance, and the divine guidance is gonna come in. You're gonna see it, but 11 o'clock p.m. All right, talking about the next hour, that's gonna be at 6 p.m. There, the midheaven still at Cancer, the ascendant it's with the South Node in there. Pretty cardinal changes you need to make, but cardinal changes with what? Stop putting things underneath the rug, because those things that comes in and that is like, yeah, your house is not clean, your things are not clean, you're not clean from within. This is one of the things that you better know and learn by now within the relationship, that when you hide something within underneath the rug and then you get in the relationship, then that dirt is coming out. And the other person is, why you didn't tell me about this, or you don't tell me about that. When you find things too late. But who is the reason for it? It is the person who hid the things. And now you're understanding that you need to clean up underneath the rock. You need that purge, because the universe tells you, you want the growth, you want the energies with the universe, you want to work within those energies. Great, we can do that. But the question is look inside of you. What are you going to do with those energies? Because we are investing energies within you. Can you be able to do what you are going to do? And a lot of emotions is going to be coming in with this. A lot of growth potentially. This is going to be leading you to positions of finding this balance. But that balance is going to be coming in because you have to learn how to make the balance. You, despite all these intense energies, despite all these red lines up here, you can choose to flow within the energies, to embrace those energies, to embrace those lessons, because your problems, your issues are a blessings in disguise. Because when you go down to the problems and the issues, specifically within the family, you change, you improve that, and those improvement, they are coming in towards you with what? With actions. You do opposite of what the harmful experience was in the family, you're making it a new one. All right, we're talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 7 p.m. The midheaven, it's the first degree of Leo opposing Pluto. On the one side, that is the energies of change, but you see this kind of like a divine that it's coming in both ways. We're talking about gravity of divine, that it I'm going to heal in your ego and what you have of this balance, and that I'm going to be working on you to heal from within yourself the love. Okay. This is going to be the times when you're going to be choosing to purge it or not. But divine is going to be next to you, is going to be showing you everything. Okay. It's pretty much kind of like a straight figure isn't there. There's a lot of magic as it goes on in there. You're gonna find out this intensity. So if somebody cannot handle those energy, personally, go just take shower. Allow that energy, the water of the energy, to walk through your body, and purge that energy. Picture like the water cleans that energy body. The energy body is gonna clean up the emotions. Emotions clear the mind. Okay, because the mind has all these things up here to process, and it's too much to process. All right, for some of you who purged, grow, and so on, you found this divine lessons is in there, that the divine is finally, some of the people, it's like, God, give me some this because I want this design, and so on and so on. I need the sign, I need this, and it. Well, we gave it to you the last hour, but now since you saw it, because this divine energy is the one side shows the Venus, the other is towards the ascendant in there at Libra. It shows you through the positive, through the opposite side, that even in the oppositions, there is still a positive way. Everything is made for divine purpose. And for those who find the purpose, they learned. That is the lesson, because the Saturn has these divine energies here within the midheaven. All right, midheaven, it's continued doing this divine energies as you see it, this time though with Pluto. That is the Virgo, Aquarius, divine energies there. As you see it, the ascendant is approaching the moon. The ascendant is in divine energies with Mercury. Mercury is right now stationary, fully stays in a one spot. That is it about you to see. Before you talk, before you do, with your hands, you need to know things. And this is why some of you is going to be maybe a silent. Something silences in there. But if you're within a spiritual talks and so on, you're talking about these energies of the shadow. Great time to talk about those energies. It's preparing you to talk about these energies. But with who? First of all, you to your own self. You have to learn how to take care of your own garden before you look the garden of your neighbor. Well, of course, the midheaven is going to go to Virgo, is going to put some pressures of Saturn and Mars. There is still something is not there. Something is not perfect. Something is not great. Some action has not been done. And what is the universe says? Well, make it perfect. Grow. Not everything has to be perfect. Perfections doesn't exist. Perfection exists for that amount of time. After that, you seek in another perfections, and so on and so on. Look at the divine purposes of this. And that purposes is going to be, guess what? It's going to be going down into Mercury and the North Node, to the Chiron, and to Venus. Is about love, self-healing, self-talking, and finding your own destiny. And who's going to help that, though? The moon. The mother. The mother, when it comes in, it tells you, you know what? This is not good. That is not good. This is not great. And so on and so on. And you listen to it. Because right now, you're going to find out that in the next hour, these energies in there, they're going to be working for the purpose. Currently, Lilith and the moon and the ascendant, they're pointing that energies to love. Learn to love no matter love. But be love. Be love, guys. Here is the divine it's fighting for you. As you see it, the ascendant goes in Sag in there. There is a divine energies towards the authority and the midheaven that is at Libra. And at the same time, the Lilith and the moon has divine energies towards Venus, the authority and the love. But the authority goes both ways. The authority from the divine towards you and the authority from you to the divine. Now you're receiving. But you can see that sometimes when you give up, the divine is fighting for you. It's like, you know what, I don't believe in this divine, and so on and so on. And then the divine shows you miracles. Yeah, there is a miracles out there. But they just to show you to keep the hope, faith, believe, and keep walking. Because great things are coming, guys. Not good. Great. All right, guys. That's all I had as an astrogravitational report for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. If you have some questions, you may ask now. If not, let's share the love and the light. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Karen. Shanna Casey, he sure has. Miracles are real. Yes. When I see those miracles in there, you know, some people don't believe in that. But when they see it, they believe it. Then those are one of the people like the Thomas. I'm talking about the Saint Thomas, the unbelievable who never believed that Jesus resurrected. You know, until I don't put my finger into his ribs, I will never feel that. I will tell you a little bit story about this. After that, when Thomas actually saw Jesus and touched his ribs, he's the only one of all the 12 students that actually spread the Christianity the farthest. He did the greatest job there. But also, he wrote a paperwork. You can go search in the Gnosticism about the writings of Saint Thomas, and that is going to find you a lot of things. Aqua Spirit, peace. Yeah, the peace comes in after the miracles are coming. Thank you, baby. And that peace, guys, of purge and clean. And you got that angelic energies inside of you when you clean and purged. How do you feel? Then you understand how the divine has been fighting a wars for you because knows the value that you are. Even though you may not see the values of you having a spiritual experience on earth in your body, divine knows. Okay, guys. Thank you for the love and sharings in there. And my wish to you is purge that crap out of it and be love. See you tomorrow.